Hi, welcome to Horse Race. My name is Kyle with Pepinpet Designs, and I'm going to teach you how to play this game right now. So you start with a deck, okay, and then you're going to take out the aces, kings, and jokers from the deck to start the game. They're never going to be played. Then you're going to pass out the cards to everybody around the table, pass out the whole deck, and then they should put their cards in front of them like this. So they will have them face up. Everyone can see what everyone has. You're going to set up the game board with just all the pieces right here, 2 through 12, and then you're going to also have the betting chips all ready to go. There's also 75 and $1 right here, or you can just play with chips, white, red, blue, green, black, and purple down there. I have it set up where you can play with chips. You can also do nickel, dime, quarter, 50 cents, 75 and $1 in this case. You can kind of choose what you want. You can remove these and put them on there and switch them out. So you start the game with everybody putting their cards out like this. You kind of see who has what. It doesn't really matter because the game really has no skill to it. These are actually your betting, like your betting cards, and you're hoping that one of these horses happens to win the game. You're going to start by rolling the dice 4 times. So in this case, a 4 is being rolled here. That 4 is now no longer in the game. So the first 4 rolls of the game are scratching horses. So they're actually being removed. So that's one of them. A 6 would be the second one. 5, third one. 10, fourth one. If you roll twice the same one, you just roll again because 4 horses need to be out of the game in order for the betting round or the betting piece of the game to take place. So now that I have 4 horses removed from the game, I need to remove them from my deck. So I see that I have no 4s, I have no 6s, but I do have 2 5s. I'm going to have to remove them, unfortunately. That's tough for me. And then I'm going to put 2 chips of that color, whatever happens to be, in this case, the blue, or 25 cents, into the pot. And then the 50 is a 10, and that is really tough for me. So the reason why is because if this 10 were to have been winning the game for me, I would have gotten 75% of the pot because I have 3 10s. So just like a 7 here, if the 7 happens to win, I'm going to get 50% of the pot. If the 8 were to win, it's 25% of the pot. So this is a tough one for me. And on top of it, it's actually a green chip too. So I'm going to have to remove all 3 of my 10s. And then I got to put 3 green chips into the pot. That was rough. So I'm left with this, and I'm really hoping that 7 will win the game for me because I have 2 of them, or just any of them at this point. I'm hoping that I can win the game. So now you start with the race round, and everybody around the table, which could include 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 even people. There's not really a limit to how many people can play. It's just a matter of having cards in front of you here, and then rolling the dice. So an 8 was played there, and then it's going to work your way up. I am going to go another 8, so the 8's going to be off to the races here. Another 8, so then the 8's going to keep moving, and then I will have a 5. Now I need to put a blue chip into the pot because I rolled one of the scratched horse cards, or one of the numbers. So I'm going to keep rolling again, and I got another 5, so then again I would do another 25 cents, or a blue chip there. So I'm going to work my way across here, 9, and then eventually these race horses will make their way up the board, and eventually you're going to see them win the game. 7 has a whole bunch of different tracks, unfortunately, but 7 is also the most widely rolled number. That's why 2 and 12 don't have very many spaces because it's hard to roll those numbers statistically. So they're going to work their way up, and then as you can see here, it can get pretty tight at the end, and then people are cheering kind of for their own horse, really rooting. I'm really rooting for 7. Let's just say 7 happens to win. Awesome. I would get 50% of this pot then and kind of make my money back from that really struggle at the beginning. That's basically the game, and then you'll pull all the horses back. Notice that this board in particular has magnetic pieces to it so that these actually will stick for you, which is kind of a nice advantage to this board in particular compared to other ones. And then if someone bumps the board, okay, they're not going to be removed. So it really helps, I think, just be able to play the game. That's the game. You pull all the cards back for the next round. Pull all the horses back. These ones get put back on the actual racetrack. You dish out the cards again, and then rinse and repeat. That's Horse Race. Let me know if you have any questions. Great game, a lot of fun. I love that there's no skill because you can have basically any friends over, and they don't feel like they're being skill shotted by some of the others that have played games before, and then they feel kind of left out because they don't know how to play yet. You can get this game and it takes one round, and everyone knows what they're doing and having a great time rooting for their horses as they get closer and closer to the end. And it's also a betting game, so if people happen to like that, make a little couple dollars off of luck, have fun. Enjoy.